Here we go. And it's sunny.
Oh my God. The weather. I have the heating on.
Yeah. Well, I don't because I'm northern but me and my sister both talk about how we were fucking freezing and should turn the heating on.
Yeah.
She was like, I love this time of year because it's freezing but you can have hay fever. And I was like, yeah, that's lovely.
Yeah.
I've got loads of flies in my fucking house as well.
From where?
Like just coming in from outside fucking...
It's not that time of year yet.
Exactly, and yet it's cold. I was like, what the fuck is this?
I mean, I think from like June until September, it's like Flymageddon, isn't it?
It's amazing, isn't it? You open one window, all the flies are in your house.
Just where do they come from?
What are they doing?
I'm considering them outside. It's not like you're just outside your house and you see a bunch of flies. Like, you never see them until they're in your house.
Absolutely. I was thinking of buying a Venus flytrap.
Well,
trying to split. What's the other option?
What I'm thinking about this year is to get screens for my doors and my windows. And going the North American route where you have screens on every window. They have it worked out and it just makes complete sense.
Yeah. So, and welcome back to this week's episode of They're Not Even Real Housewives, though. It's been a little while since we spoke. I was away last week, but I have been enjoying our getting ready countdown to New Jersey. It's very exciting. How are you feeling re-watching in your preparation time?
I haven't, actually.
Have you not?
No, I haven't rewatched. Because... Why haven't I rewatched? There's a reason why I haven't rewatched.
Busy, you got life, you got...
There's nothing on, kids. So it's not like haven't got days to fill. I think it's because I did a Jersey rewatch not that long ago. So I feel like I'm aware of everything that's gone on.
I'm like shocked that the newbies are just a season old.
I know, it feels like they've been in it for ages.
I feel like I've never not known them.
Yeah, no, 1000%. I'm not sure if I'm okay with that or not.
It's not right, is it?
No, it's not. But I'm very excited to see the dynamics. I'm very excited to see the drama, the fights. I want to know how Jackie becomes Team Teresa. I want to know how all that goes down and what other scams the Gorgas are playing and stuff. And how more creepy Louis is.
Yeah. It was like it started as a high level of creepy, but I think he's gone more.
Yeah, I'm very concerned. People involved.
Does it start next week?
The 5th of May it starts. So it's a Sunday.
Okay.
So I think that's next Sunday.
Yeah, a week on Sunday.
Yeah, a week on Sunday. Yeah, because my kid's school is closed for polling day on the 2nd. News to me. They sent out a newsletter. Okay, so all parents here will understand my frustration here. So they sent a newsletter out like 3 weeks ago with key dates in the newsletter. Didn't mention polling day. The form we get at the start of this term with all the key dates doesn't mention
it. Right, good.
The school website has a calendar and apparently is on that calendar.
Oh, right. So you're going to actively go and search it out?
Yeah. So when we were all asking,
absolutely,
their school was like, it's on the school calendar.
That's insane. Great. So your school is just shut?
Yeah, for polling. Then...
Isn't this why we have churches?
Well, there's like 1,000 churches where I live.
There's 1,000 churches everywhere. That's what they're called. Mine's in a church.
Yeah, it just blows my mind. Mine's in a high school that is still open.
What, so you don't vote at your kid's school? It's like
no, I vote
at the end of your road.
So I vote at the high school on the other side. Yeah.
Oh, well, that's just obscene.
It's bizarre. And then
it's such a fucking weird idea that you can shut schools, isn't it? Like, why?
I haven't finished.
Sorry, go ahead.
Then
I'm already upset.
We get an email 3 days later to tell us a teacher that used to work at the school died. All right.
They get a day off.
They're closing the school.
Yeah.
To go to the funeral. 95% of the teachers don't know who this woman is.
It's insane, isn't it?
And so they're closing the school the day after polling day, and then the Monday's bank holiday.
No.
And they tell us
They're not going to that funeral. They are not going to that funeral.
And I'm like, when I want to take my kids out of school to do something, it's a whole rigmarole. Like, I'm not a big fan of taking your kids out of school, period. But like every now and again, if I need to take them out of school for something, it's a whole drama. Because I'm one of these parents that tells them the truth. I tell them I'm taking my kids out. I'm not faking a sickness. I'm not doing all the rest of it. It's a whole rigmarole of them having to speak to the admin officer, the absentee mentor, coach, fucking life skills person. It's like a whole fucking drama. And I tell you something now, I will be checking the amount of days on their school report at the end of the year. And if it comes down to an unauthorized absence, I'm going to fucking lose my mind.
Yeah. That's really cheeky.
And Ofsted's in now. So we got a letter yesterday to say Ofsted's in. So I wanted to speak to the Ofsted officer this morning and be like, do you know they're closing the school for a funeral next week? Words of the shoot. We haven't spoken for so long.
We haven't. I'm not sure where we're going.
For the week where all of the Bravo news happened.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't catch up.
I know. I'm too international, darling. I was jet setting.
You were jet setting. Yes. So Jen and Ryan are getting married.
Yes. Good luck, babe.
Candice is pregnant.
Yes.
She's also left Potomac.
Yes.
Robin has left Potomac.
Yes.
What else happened? There was more.
Everybody's left Potomac.
Crystal's left Beverly Hills.
Crystal's gone. And then she had a weird spat with Anne-Marie, but she didn't.
Because it was a fake account.
And then the rumours were that Andy was leaving.
Yes.
He's gone against that. And then for a moment it looked like Croy was dead.
Oh, God. Kim and those fucking clickbait messages. She must have made a ton of money off that.
You see, what is it, Brielle?
Ariana.
No, what is her daughter called?
Yeah, she's got two. Brielle and Ariana.
Oh, it's Ariana, is it?
It was Ariana's the one that was like, what in the whole hell has happened?
Yeah, I mean, it's insane.
Oh, yeah.
She's a lunatic.
Absolute lunatic.
Yeah, I mean, I guess she just needs the money, doesn't she?
She's poor. Yeah.
She's
poor.
poor.
People do stupid things.
I don't do stupid things.
I mean,
is that true? Who can tell?
Right. What are we talking about?
Well, there's not very much to talk about, is there? People are really upset about the general lack of housewives, and I do see it as a scheduling fuck up.
I don't know what's gone on.
I don't know what's going on. What's happened? What were they expecting?
Something is going on.
Should we be watching Ultimate Girls Trip? We haven't finished. We haven't spoken since the end of the Potomac reunion.
Season 3. I mean, episode 3.
Yeah.
Part 3.
Part 3? The final bit. We haven't spoken about the final bit and how Gordon has bipolar.
Oh.
Bipolar 1, which I had never heard of.
Yeah.
I didn't know there were versions of bipolar. It made me sad as a revelation.
I spiraled for a couple of days after that.
Did you?
Yeah, I did because I'm loving this new wave of mental health and in the Black community being recognised, and it's no longer, I mean, it's still a stigma, but they're trying to break it.
Yeah.
It's like an open conversation. And with Gordon having these chats about not understanding when he's going for an episode or not knowing, but the people around him can recognise, but at least he has the diagnosis. So when they're recognising it, they're able to get the correct help for him, whether he wants it or not. It's a different conversation at the time, but eventually he'll get the right help. And it just sent me on a 20 years ago, these conversations potentially would have saved my dad's life, and I would have a different life now. And it's like, it's getting to me now just talking about, but I really did. And it's not anything to like necessarily be that upset about, because I think it's an incredible thing what is happening. But
it's sad that it's something as simple as being able to talk about it and have the language could make so much of a difference.
And have doctors respect it and not just fob you off because you are a black man or you are this, and it's just
even you can approach a professional. Even I mean, that is being able to go and ask for help is just something that just wasn't available.
Yeah, exactly. And it just like it just for a couple of days it just like it completely threw me off. Like it just was like when I was watching it, I didn't feel anything other than I think it's so cool that Gordon's saying this, and I think it's amazing that Mia's gonna stand by him, and like they're always family, even though that she's done him dirty and she treats him like a dog. Like
because of that, I kind of believed in her. Like I'm always gonna be there. I'm gonna stand there.
And I think that they're the prime example of they're a family. Like regardless if
how to break up
putting his dick in her anymore or whatever, they're still family. And I think it was really sweet. And that's all I saw. And then after that, it was just like I was in my head. It was like a whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I think she is justified in her I'm not strong enough to handle this as a wife, but I will maintain my relationship as the father of my children and a member of my family, and I will be there for you regardless. And I think anyone who says differently doesn't understand the intensity and the emotional battering you take if you are dealing with someone with a mental health condition. And
completely.
She could just leave him high and dry, but she's not.
She's not. But I don't think anybody should be irreconcilably tethered either. I believe her intentions to be there with him forever. And I think if it gets to a point where she can't do it, that's also fine.
And I think the battering she has received online is unnecessary.
Oh, so unnecessary.
Do I think she may have still divorced him because he was broke? Yeah. But I still think that she's been stand up, and I'll defend her. I'll stand on this hill by myself if necessary.
I'll come stand next to you.
Fabulous. But I think it was really quite sweet, and I thought that whole situation was lovely, and it made me feel a different kind of way about Gordon. Like, he just reminds me of like an old man. You just want to hug him. He's like the next Ray, isn't he? Like, you just want to be...
Yeah, there's a kind of level of like vulnerability. And it's so weird because I think as a society, we've changed in our perception of age so much. And yet sometimes there are just moments where you just think, oh yeah, you're an old man. It doesn't matter how you feel in your head, because we all feel the same all the time, don't we? And how you dress and blah, blah. At some point you just go, actually, your body's getting to that point.
Yeah, and also as well, you are allowed to get to the stage in your life where you say, fuck it, I'm old. And I'll think what the fuck I want, and I'll say what the fuck I want. I mean, that's what I'm hanging on to.
Yeah. Yeah, sounds great.
Yeah, did anything else happen in that part?
Nneka talked about how she was doing IVF, and they sort of spoke to the shrine and the being whatever it is,
Osu.
Yeah, and everyone was uncomfortable with that.
I think Ashley's inability to be comfortable in any situation that remotely...
She's so uncomfortable.
But I feel like I don't know if it's just me that sees this, but like anything remotely to do with being black, your blackness, and like culturally black, she finds really uncomfortable. Like anything to do with it. Because I don't think Ashley knows where she comes from. I don't think she knows her heritage. I don't think she understands anything about it. I think she wears being mixed race as a badge of honor, and I don't think she has anything against that. But I think her being so uneducated about the struggles of a black woman, struggles of certain cultures and references and things that taboo topics. Just, it's really sad to watch. Like, I feel bad for her, like that she hasn't got any concept of her and Robin, to be fair. Like, it
doesn't feel quite as bad with Rob. It doesn't feel quite like as much, I don't know. Ashley's sort of so naive, isn't it?
I feel like she realizes that she is actually black and this is something that she should feel. Like, I think she is under the impression that she's just a very tanned white person that happens to have, like, an affinity to the black culture.
A black mom.
No, but like an accepted to like the black culture. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just feel like
I feel like if it was like the 20s and 30s, she'd have like lent into like passing, wouldn't she?
Yeah. I mean, I think the 90s she would have done the same thing.
Yeah.
The 20s isn't really, yeah.
But she's not divorced, and she put her boobs on the credit card.
Could you imagine getting that credit card bill?
I think that's it. Does anything else happen in Potomac?
No.
Not that I can remember. And then we got 2 weeks of Vanderpump and the Valley. What do you want to talk about?
Let's start with the Valley.
Oh, my word. Woofed.
So the first week...
It's giving.
It's everything. So the first week last week was the Malibu house.
Yeah, when the girls go away to the house.
And the daddy pool day.
Yeah.
And so I have notes. So
excellent.
Jax is just basically abusive at this point.
He's such a dick in this episode. And then in the most recent episode, I felt sort of a bit bad for him.
Why?
When he's like in the bar and he's like just sort of panicking.
Because he can't. Right, okay.
Because he hasn't got a job.
Because my notes have stated, and I even tweeted at the time, if he had to work a shitty 9 to 5, manage childcare, pay a mortgage, and find time to put food on his fucking table, could you imagine?
Oh, no,
both of those parents at home, and he's getting paid 6 figures, 8 figures, 9 figures every time he steps out of his house. Fuck off.
No, you're entirely right. He is a cunt.
Like, imagine living in the real world where
no, he would die.
Real
they
shit.
Absolutely can't, can they? Because none of them are grown-ups.
You don't have to live in a £3 million house.
No.
You don't have to have that mortgage.
No. Like, we cope barely, but we do cope here without a pool.
I mean, it is hot there, though, to be fair.
It is. And not unreasonable. When that man had the babies and their aircon didn't work, I thought that is stressful.
Yeah, I did.
I also didn't think, like, get a fan.
I did also question whether or not he was wrong to ask his wife to come home. But then I was thinking, I don't know. I might be quite stressed out in that moment. So I might require my husband to come home.
Yeah.
And then I would be very upset if he didn't.
Yeah.
Because that's the difference, though, isn't it? Our husbands aren't coming home. We can them all fucking night.
Mine doesn't live in that house, does he really? So mine's always home.
Yeah.
He ain't got no friends.
Mine's not coming home. He's not even replying to the message. Like,
he wouldn't reply to the message.
No. Anyway, so
yes, they go on the girls' night. Brittany is drunk.
Very.
Then my note is, I hate this pregnant chick.
Why? She's the best villain in the world.
She's so aggravating, isn't she? I mean, brilliant casting, but she just gets your heckles up.
Oh, yeah. I put everyone's houses into their equivalent to Rightmove or Zoopla, wherever it is. And I find out how much everyone's houses are, how much they pay for it, all the taxes. Do you know why she does that?
Because she's insane?
No, because she's a fucking poor personal assistant and she can't afford the same shit that her friends have and she's jealous, bitter and twisted.
Maybe if she spent some fucking time doing some work as opposed to Googling everybody.
Well, she's married a lawyer now. She doesn't have to.
That's true. She has bagged a lawyer. That is a win.
Yeah.
And he's very pretty.
He is so pretty. Dumb as rocks, but very pretty.
Like, how can you be a lawyer and be so dumb?
You can be book smart. Doesn't mean you're actual smart.
Like, in that entire cast, there's not a single person who can use a drill. Like a drill. This is not complicated.
Yeah, but we're the type of women who are doing shit in our house. Like, if there's a wall to be knocked down, we're knocking it down. If there's a cabinet to be built, we're building a cabinet. Oh, Luke and Kristen passed the IKEA test, though.
They did. Yeah, they did.
I was like, Rose,
I don't know what to
feel about this.
I don't know how to feel about it. It's just, I think
that's
it's
one of
maybe
your things.
It is. It's very much one of my things. Maybe they're going to go the distance. I mean, the fact that he's this far down the road with her is not.
There's so many elements of like red flags watching their conversations, and I'm like, what are you doing?
She is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I mean,
she thinks she's an empath. How?
Doesn't Lisa Barlow think she's an empath?
Yeah, but Lisa Barlow feels absolutely everything because everything is about Lisa Barlow.
That's not the same.
But no, but I think she thinks that that's the same. I don't understand where Kristen is getting that from. At least I can see the circle that
I think
Lisa Barlow's working in.
If I hear something, I have to get involved and make it worse. I think she's confusing those things.
Fucking blew my mind, that conversation did.
Actually,
and all of the people in the confessionals were just like, even production's like, let's run a tape. All of the times she was not empathetic to anyone.
Maybe she's using the word wrong. Maybe she doesn't know what it means because she doesn't look like she's ever experienced empathy.
She does not. She does not.
What an absolute dickhead. So then there's Nia, that is her name? The one with
Nia, yeah.
Talking about how she's like really struggling when she does come home.
Yeah.
She's struggling like with postpartum depression and she says she's like high functioning. I thought that really touched me. I thought that was really hard. I was like mega anxious, I think, after I had my first baby in a way that I didn't really realise. I think I was a bit of a nightmare. I'm finding quite out of.
Yeah.
I was like, and I was like, it's a lot, isn't it? Having a 2-year-old and 2 babies and this.
In an apartment.
With fucking cameras. I just wanted to be like, I wanted to tell her, like, I think you're doing really fucking well.
And also as well, she's probably really struggling with how she looks as well.
Yeah, because she's a fucking pageant queen.
Yeah.
Episode by episode, fucking snapping back. It's very impressive. Not that you should have to snap back. I've very much chosen not to.
Yeah, sadly, I did snap back and then got really fat again. So...
You had no fucking time to snap back.
Huh? No, I snapped back after the second one, not the first one. I just carried that weight in.
Was pregnant,
yeah, like that was fine.
And then I thought that they had moments of looking at them. I liked it when he didn't know which baby it was because I think that must be a real problem with twins.
Yeah.
But I do think they're gorgeous.
The babies are stunning.
They're so
the weird
pretty.
thing is they look like him.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. See coming.
No, it's very strange.
Yeah, they're her beauty, but his face, I don't know.
It's like his skull.
Yeah. Yes, his head shape.
Yeah. Also, I think because he's so small, it's like he hasn't fully grown. He still looks a bit like a toddler, doesn't he? Like his head is too big. Because he's not like got into proportion yet.
Like, you know where they lean forward.
Like, you know how they can't touch their other ear? Like, they can't put their arm all the way over their head and touch their ear because their head is huge and their arms are little and they're like that.
You know, if someone soundbited that, it would sound like it sounds very mean. But I'm here for it.
Not very mean, but it is also true.
So they flash between the house and the pool party and all the other things that are happening. But the gist of the general conversation in both situations, apart from Nia's depression, is Brittany and Jax aren't having sex because Jax is abusive. Yeah. Michelle and Jesse are unhappy and Michelle doesn't want to be in this marriage anymore.
Not at all.
Jesse is very much gleeful of the fact that Michelle finishes the marriage so he can tell the child
that the winner,
that he won. Then Jax eats a fly burger randomly in that. Yeah. That's a different topic of conversation. That man is disgusting. And there was another point. Hold on. Bear with.
I think that was it for me.
Um,
And Danny just sits back and is like, I'm actually fine. I'm doing fine. I've got the babies through the lack of air conditioning. I've survived.
no, but he hasn't though, because he called the woman. He called Nia back.
Yeah, but he's sitting there at that pool going, comparatively, like, I think he was thinking, I'm going to look like such a dick because I can't look after the babies. And then he sits at that pool party where all those men are like beyond fucking shit. And he's like, I'm actually fine.
Yeah.
Like, the bar is so low.
Do you know how far Malibu is from where they live?
Like, not far. Far?
2 hours. In LA traffic. It's far.
Yeah, no.
When we were over there, we were like, oh, we were staying in LA. We're like, let's take a jaunt down to Malibu for some lunch. Like 4 hours later. Like, what the hell? Jesus.
I love that people with air conditioning don't know about fans. I think it's a real... Like, you can have a backup fan in a cupboard. It's fine.
You could open a window.
It's hot outside, though.
Yeah, but you live in a tower block. You're going to get breeze. You're higher up.
I don't think they call it a tower block.
What do they call it?
I think they call it high rise, like skyscraper.
Oh, no, a condo building.
A condo? Sure.
Yeah. But I thoroughly enjoyed watching Brittany be so hungover the next day and vomiting in the car. And I could sit on the driveway, and I was like, that is my spirit animal.
I was like scared. I was like, God, the thought of being that hungover. Yeah, I did well when I went away with work last week because there was free wine. And I did very well not to get like really drunk. Unlike one of my colleagues who was very much like animatedly banging on the table.
Oh.
It's weird, isn't it? Because like the kind of lead of the show was that Jax and Brittany were breaking up because we didn't know Jesse and Michelle, did we? But actually, like, they're like very much number 2 in the divorce.
Yeah.
Ace.
Yeah. Also, can we talk about the fact that Jax doesn't think he should brush his teeth because all his teeth are fake?
Oh, God.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
So, I mean, do they not like tell, like, do they not give you an information pack when you like get the veneers?
Depends on where you go, I guess. I can't imagine if you do that, then back shop places in Turkey. No. But I would imagine Beverly Hills.
But you still know you've got a fucking like tongue in your mouth and you eat food. Good Lord. What a disaster that.
They also shit in front of each other. I just think
they're too close.
They're too close. There's like a boundary there. Like I'm okay with my husband. Like they say, he knows when I'm going.
Yeah.
But I'm not necessarily going to like
have a conversation with him.
To be fair, I do vomit in front of him a lot. Nice. I did. Not so much now, but like in our early years of our relationship.
Like I've mentioned many times, nobody in my family shuts the door to anything.
Yeah.
Like, why?
Yeah.
Like, how hard is it?
I know.
Shut the door on the fucking toilet.
It's very not that difficult. All right,
okay, so should we move into the next episode? This episode of the Valley. So we start with the suggestion of doing premarital counselling.
Or just requiring his own space to decompress.
He won't just let the man go fishing. She won't have it.
She nearly went complete psycho on him multiple times.
Furious.
She couldn't work out what his problem was. Do you not like my decorations? Do you not like my?
I'll come fishing with you. Leave the man fucking alone. He wants to go fishing on his own, bitch.
He's probably going to like skin some kind of small animal. Let's be clear.
He wants to not have someone talk at him. What?
Kristen,
she's so codependent.
Is a very attractive woman, but what makes her attractive to men? Because the way we have been conditioned by the misogynistic patriarchy over our generation is being that needy.
Yeah.
That
Chilling jets.
Being all of that is not attractive to men.
And yet here she is.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, no, she's a lot.
Oh. Yeah.
But then, I just like, how did they meet if he lives in a cabin in the woods with no electricity and no Water.
Through friends, I think she said.
How? He's like the fucking Sasquatch at this point.
Well, I don't think it was actually probably that much of like a weird scenario. I think they met the way that Ali met James and the way that Rochelle met James. She was stalking. He was stalking because he wants to be on TV.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah,
In some weird way.
I feel I don't feel bad for him because I think that he's entirely in a prison of his own making, but he is trapped with a lunatic.
Well, yeah. But like, and being 32 doesn't make you a virile sex monster. Why does she keep
He's not 19. Also, he looks terrible for 32.
Right? Wouldn't you be upset?
Yeah.
She looks younger than him.
She does. But yeah, it's really not the like twink she thinks he is. Like 32, calm down.
Yeah. No. Not for me. Anyway, Jax goes to meet Jasmine.
Oh yeah, a real natural. They hang out all the time.
Don't you want to have a friend like Jasmine who gets your man all the way together and gets him to understand exactly what you need and when you need it and why you need it? What's your love language? Acts of service, right?
Yeah, probably. I don't know what they are, the love languages. Physical affection, is that one of them?
Physical touch, words of affirmation, what acts of service,
presence, and something else.
I don't know what the fifth one.
Clearly neither of us are that thing.
Or we are, and that's why we're always angry.
Oh, maybe.
Because we're not getting it. We can't remember why we're upset.
Acts of memory.
Yeah.
Not having to work. Is that one?
Oh, yeah.
I love an act of service.
I choose to.
Well, that must be nice.
Well, why do I choose to? I feel like I
should just glutton for punishment. You are.
Shoot myself in the foot. Like, what the hell?
I think mine is definitely acts of service, but I fucking hate doing acts of service.
Yeah, no, your love language can be very different to what you're willing to put out.
I like a physical contact as well.
Yeah.
Like, my sister's like, don't fucking touch me.
Right.
Yeah. Like, if you said to my sister, like, would you like to hold hands with someone? She'd be like, why? Are they going to run away? Like, that would be a response, like, are they a toddler crossing the road? Oh, yeah, the car park.
I love that.
But yeah, Jasmine's just like, yeah, so, like, she's just trying to be, like, be nice to Brittany. She needs you to pick her up. Like, get the fuck on with it. Have sex with her. Make her feel nice. Make her feel appreciated. And he's like, I can't. I've got all this stress of not having a job and having a kid. I've got a kid that I've got to be involved in. Just, dear Lord.
But
then they talk about the gossip.
Yeah. So Jax is like,
I don't mean to be a gossip.
He's my favorite gossip of all time. I love it when men gossip. I don't know what it is. I know that's like, I shouldn't be like so specific in my gender stereotypes, but when men gossip, it just hits different. It's just like a different.
So Michelle is cheating on Jesse and everybody knows about it. Everybody knows, apart from, well, I think Jesse knows.
Yeah, fair.
Because he was like, if you bring out any more skeletons that I don't know about. I
know I shouldn't say this because it's not like a thing, but if I hadn't been introduced to Jesse as a married to a female man, I would 1000% say he was gay.
No, not with those badly fitting trousers.
I mean, gay people make fashion mistakes too. Look at Andy Cohen.
Maybe he still is a gay man and that's why he's so angry and doesn't want to fuck his wife.
Maybe.
Other than her looking fucking miserable as sin, she's quite...
I can't tell at any point any emotion that woman feels.
I think she has several different faces, like, mashed together in a collage. She looks like she's made about AI.
Yeah, she's just... Even at the end of the episode when she was screaming, she sounded exactly the same.
Do you not think it's because her forehead is so Botox? Like, her forehead doesn't move at all. I think that's
It was
part.
bizarre to me. There was absolutely no.
Yeah, your tits out and yet your face hasn't changed.
Yeah. Why didn't production tell her her whole boob was out?
I should have been like, mate.
Maybe they enjoyed the show. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
who knows?
I mean,
But
that's
yeah.
like, this is great. This is the money shot.
And then
Did we see that Jax can't use a phone? He makes me feel so young.
is it because you're using Android? What has Android got to do with anything?
Sorry, what?
I don't understand. He's like, what's WhatsApp? I can't have WhatsApp. Do you know the history of Jax Taylor?
And
It checks out.
Serial cheater. Perfect.
Oh.
Then we go to his going bald function. Talk about going bald, which everyone was like, he's not going bald. I was like, it's not going bald. I worry about men who wear hats all the time. Don't think it's good for your hair growth.
You don't think it is?
No.
Why
Well,
the heck? Why
the
the
head
cut
breed.
hair every week?
Yeah, but surely there's just an amount of friction.
I know he wears a hat every day. The man's got full head hair.
Crazy.
His hats are like cashmere and stuff. So
Maybe
They're not
good hats.
they're good hats. Yeah, they're not like if it's raining, he has to like change it up a little bit.
Yeah, obviously.
Do well, you know.
So they go to that. There's chat about that. Danny's talking about it, and I just thought, when is the last time you saw the top of anyone's head? You on my height?
That was mean, but very accurate. Very accurate. But they all take the piss out of Jax about his lack of bald spot. They're like, you don't have a bald spot.
No, you're just doing this for the cash.
Yeah, which is fine.
It's fine. I think it's the fact they've all got to go and pretend, isn't
But
it?
Janet walking in being like, I'm so happy for you. You're losing your hair, blah, blah, blah. She meant every word of that.
Yeah. Wait
That
till
was
she gets
sarcasm.
that postpartum hair loss.
Yeah, you wait, bitch.
Yeah,
It's coming. It's coming. Absolute bitch.
I like the moment before that event where we see Sophia in the soft play and she looks like an alien. Like she could not be less comfortable.
Wait, who's Sophia?
Do I not mean Sophia? What is her name? What is the wife, Jesse's wife called?
Michelle.
Michelle. Who the fuck is Sophia? I've made that
You
up.
mean Isabella, their daughter?
Isabella, maybe.
Yeah.
I've seen the combo. It's like she's like, she's like, our marriage is terrible, but I can be here for my daughter. I'm like, no, you can't.
No. I thoroughly enjoyed the daughter when they were playing in the apartment. I can't remember if it was this episode or the episode before or their house or whatever. She was spinning her around and then the door just walks off, throws her crown on the front, goes, I'm out. I need to pee. I was like, I have never felt more connected to anyone in my entire life. I finally enjoy it. So then we get to the dinner. So they have the hair loss event. They do all the stuff.
They have that. They have not been able to make a crib.
Oh, yeah.
That moment of those men standing drinking wine while that woman has to deal with everything. Like, I can see why she's pissed.
Oh, I would be fuming.
Yeah.
Absolutely fuming.
And is that when he talks about how he's doing therapy and he's going to do ayahuasca?
Yes. He just wants to go and get high.
I was like, I don't think that. I'm like, your wife is fully checked out of your marriage. I can't imagine how this will help.
Well, because apparently he can connect with his inner trauma.
He can see his ego from the outside. I'm like, you guys stand quite far back. Get good feel of that thing.
Yeah, just saying, God. Oh. That was good.
You could go for days. And then we go to Jax's bar, don't we, before we go to dinner?
Oh, of course. Yeah, we do.
In the golf buggy.
They're in the golf buggy.
And
Brittany's
just chatting away, chat. And he just looks like he hates her.
Her voice was never that annoying before.
It's really bad, isn't it? Why does her mouth go so down?
Because she had surgery.
Okay.
So it's a mess. So it's not like she did it, Watch What Happens Live not that long ago, and it's back to normal.
Okay. So he's taking her to this bar so that she can be involved, even though she's not involved. Like, it's not a family business, is it?
separate.
She's not involved. Like, she's got no it's Jax's. Like,
but
she's
Jax
never met
hasn't
any
put
of these
any money
people.
into it either. He's put his name on it.
But she hasn't. But it's not Jax and Brittany. It's like, why would they be interested? Like, I just don't understand. I understand why she wants to be involved because, like, he's a fuck up. But, like, she doesn't know anything about it, and, like, why would they ask her to, like, design it? Like, she's not an interior designer.
Why are we still eating the same sandwiches in the sandwich shop that's not open yet?
It's opening next month. It's opening in May.
Okay.
Yeah. It's got an opening. It's got a hard opening date.
Okay. Sure.
I mean, how hard is it to open a sandwich shop? You just do that.
It's been like 2 years at this point, hasn't it?
Yes. But yes, she's all like, I can be involved. And they're like, yes, we're men. We don't know colours. Good Lord.
To be fair, would you trust your husband to decorate your house?
No, it was like a...
There we go.
It would look like a pride parade.
Yeah. It speaks a lot about him as a person, but not
he loves the colours.
Yeah. Bless him. But yeah, so they go to the bar, they do their thing. He's stressing out because, you know, he has
responsibilities and a job.
That means he could be at home with his kid all day.
Yeah, it sounds rough.
Imagine.
I think it's that, isn't it? He kind of doesn't want to be an evolved man. He wants to be a traditional man who goes out, gets to go be not there in the day and then come home and have his dinner made and his dick sucked. But he's not prepared to have a job.
No. And also as well,
you can't get both.
I think what we saw in Vanderpump Rules was the actual crux of it, where he's upset that she's earning more money than him.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it actually is. So he's like, I'm stressed out. And she's looking there going, bitch, I've been paying the bills.
Like,
and I'm not stressed. But I do find in my house, I don't know
how is she paying the bills?
Huh?
How is she paying the bill?
She had like, let's say this with a straight face. She had like a deal with one of those like weight loss camps.
Right.
I tried. I tried.
You bitch.
I don't know. Sorry. Ooh. Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna get notes.
That was really bad. I'm sorry.
It was bad. I mean, it does entirely prove my theory that diets don't work.
I just feel especially when I'm sitting here on my lard ass self. Like,
listeners, we're not judging people for being fat. Like,
absolutely not. She's fucking beautiful, and
it's great. Just the idea that
better than Jack any day.
Get paid to lose weight when you then have regained weight is
it's like drop it with Drew.
In it, yeah.
Everyone took the piss out of drop it with Drew.
Didn't drop it.
She wasn't dropping anything apart from.
I mean, good for Brittany taking money off those fucking idiot companies that are trying to maximize on your misery.
She makes a lot of money off Cameo, and she makes a lot of money off like paid on sponsored posts in general.
Good for her. So she's doing what they're doing.
Yeah, so she's doing her thing. And I think that's the crux of it, isn't it? He's upset and stressed out because he's now having to go out and hustle because he doesn't want his wife to pay his bills.
Fuck you, man.
But I was thinking, like, in my house,
he wants to start they're going to have to start paying for childcare. And that is a lot of money.
Mm-hmm. But in my house, anyway, I could be in a bad mood and it doesn't affect the entire house. But if my husband's in a bad mood, the whole house is affected. Like, his bad mood radiates, it like seeps out, and it's like it's really actually really uncomfortable to be around. And I think that's exactly what Jax is like, and I think that is really hard for Brittany to deal with. Whereas I give a lot less fucks than Brittany does.
Yeah, I think he's really like he's really lucky to have her or have had her.
Well, we've been saying that you've not watched it from the beginning.
She
Yeah.
puts up with a lot.
A lot.
And then he's like, you drink. And then he's like, you drink too much. I'm like, I'd be fucking wasted about it.
Imagine someone telling you, act like a mum. Fuck you. Fuck your whole family. Fuck your like, what is happening here?
Just like, have you dealt with you? Because you're fucking stressed out because you have to live with you. Imagine what it's like when you have chosen that.
Act like a mum, bitch. I'm going to act like your mum. I brought you into this world and I can take you fucking out of it, you cunt.
And where is his family?
So his dad died. And him and his mum fell out. I don't know where they are now.
There you go.
This was the end of, this was like Vanderpump Rules time. But his dad died and him and his mum fell out because his mum didn't tell him how sick the dad actually was. So when he died, it came as a shock, but apparently he'd been in hospital for like a long period of time and like the mum hadn't said anything. So he never really forgave the mum after that. I don't know if they're talking now.
Sounds like a good use of your energy. I just think you look at her and she's got her mom and her gran, like people came in. Like she's going to be fine, isn't she?
Oh, absolutely. Because everyone likes her. No one likes Jack.
He's not going to be fine.
No.
Okay, then we have the event.
Yes.
What is his name? Zach. What do we think of Zach?
Why is Zach talking about Schwartz's hair?
This is very much my vibes.
When your hair looks like that, you should be talking about anyone's hair.
Like, I wouldn't mention anyone's hair, babe.
No. Absolutely not.
Yeah, I think you got a little too into the burnt para midlife crisis Ken comments. I was like, okay, you're starting to protest a bit much now.
However, he wasn't wrong.
He's not wrong. That hair is awful. We can all categorically agree. We don't need to beat that horse. It's dead. And also, then what's her name? Janet. Janet like doesn't look pregnant in this event at all. I'm like, what plastic jacket is she wearing?
I know, with the bra, with the tits out, pump out. I
was like, where has this been shot? Because I'm sure she was pregnant, and now she's not. She doesn't appear to be.
Yeah.
So good for her. So they're at the Mondrian.
Yeah, and I have seen many episodes of Vanderpump where they have been absolutely annihilated.
Yeah, we're all comfortable at the Mondrian. We all know the best places to puke. And then there's this girl selling secret
Burning Man outfits. And Jax is like, I want my wife to wear what you're wearing. I'm like, why would you say that to somebody? That is bizarre.
He is so awkward. He wants to be liked so much. It's very unlikable. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's weird because he's like not that much older than us, is he?
No, he's only 40.
So there's no excuse. Like, we're not from a generation where like it's okay to like put your like it's cool not to give a fuck, isn't it? Like, that's the age we don't want to try hard at things.
No.
Like, you want to tell people that you want them to like you. And I'm like, oh, it's very uncomfortable. I know the youth can do that. Like, they're very upfront and like they put their effort into things and they are honest about it. And that's very endearing in them. It's fine. If you're under 25, I think that's entirely fine.
No, it's not.
Oh, it's really cute. And they're all like, I go to the gym and I look after myself. Like, good for you.
It's like that video I sent yesterday though. It's like, how can you go through life like not knowing why people don't like you and being okay with it? And this one was like, fuck all y'all.
Also to that, I really felt like I know if people don't like me.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm fine with that. Like, I know I know I'm a certain taste. You don't want to Yeah. Like, there are plenty of people who don't like me. That's fine. It's their loss.
There's also plenty of people that do. So I'm good.
That's the thing. I'm like, there's enough people that do like me that it's okay.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%.
So Jesse hones in on this poor fucking girl. And this is kind of where I think it becomes an issue, isn't it? Because, like, Michelle is fucking furious. Like, but you're fucking someone else and you're out of this marriage. Let him flirt with this girl. She's just trying to sell her shit. She's not going to fucking calm down.
Yeah, but it's that classic case of I don't want him, but no one else can have him type
I
thing,
think
isn't it?
that's not okay.
No, I agree 1000%, but that's what's happening.
Mm-hmm. So then we have dinner.
And Jesse's upset.
He's upset.
Michelle
He doesn't want to be there.
I know, but Michelle cockblocked him. He was happy enough until she came over. That's what I think happened. I think the reason why he's walked into the dinner and he's pissed off is because his wife cockblocked him.
He was having a nice wee time.
Yeah, and his wife cockblocked him, so now he's upset because he said exactly what you just said. You've been having an affair. Yeah, I'm not allowed to flirt. Like, what is this?
Yeah, completely.
And Kristen then takes it upon herself to be like, I have to leave because he is abusive.
Like,
where does that come from?
I was genuinely like, I've missed a scene. I was genuinely like, what's happened? Something's not happened right. Because she's just like, he is so abusive. He's such a douchebag. Imagine if I could. I'm like, you're screaming that someone's being like, you're in a small room screaming at your boyfriend about being abusive.
My favorite point of that was when Luke says, but you call me that all the time.
And like, he's not like coming to defend Jesse, is he? He's just like, fuck, what have I got myself into? She's like, no, this is drama. I'm having it. It's a riot. And everybody's like, whoa, everybody's trying their own individual way to like calm everybody down. And it's like, no, you can't all do it.
No, not at all. So Kristen goes outside, Jesse goes outside, Michelle goes outside, and it escalates.
Yeah.
Brittany gets pushed against a wall.
So Jesse comes through, he pushes Zach, he pushes Brittany in an attempt to get to Kristen. And then there's so many people in that corridor.
But we're supposed to be okay with the way he's just like
pushing into women like that. Just like, and just people in general, like it's real shit.
Like it doesn't seem.
I kind of feel like he's been goaded. Like I feel like it's very much been engineered. Like I feel like Kristen is a dick in this situation, but I feel bad for Zach and Brittany.
Yeah. They're just trying to like,
especially because like that weird bit when Michelle was like to, what is his name? Kristen's boyfriend.
Who?
Kristen's boyfriend?
Luke.
When she was like, don't fucking touch my husband, and she's like really like getting in his face, and he was like, I don't like, he's not like he was gonna hit him, as he was poking him, like sort of saying you. And I feel bad for Luke because he was like, I am in over my head, like this is no part. You can see his brain going like, go through every scenario you've ever lived through. Nothing has prepared you for this.
I'm ready for the bear. I'm
just like
not ready.
He's like, no, there's no, like, humans are the top of the food chain because we're like, hold on, I can work out patterns of human behavior. And his brain is like, nope, nada. It's like, he's looking at Michelle being like, you fucking hate him, but now I'm trying to stop him scream at my girlfriend, and now you're defending him because you are sleeping with someone else. Like, how am I the bad guy here? It's so true. And yet he kind of is the bad guy because he is like feeding Kristen that she is not mental, which she is.
This is the thing. I think
she's like, let me tell you the secrets. I've got the secrets. Let me tell you. It's like, everybody knows the secret, love. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Everybody knows. You're the only one who's going to say it on camera.
Well, no, Jack's already said it on camera.
Yeah.
Like, hello.
Scream it in front of Jesse when he's having like the worst day of his life.
Oh God, he can bang that chick from the Burning Man fashion show. It was like awful for him.
Leaving him.
Yeah, just
he's only got one fork.
So after that, nothing else happens, is it?
No, not after that enormous, huge fucking row with everyone screaming at each other and pushing and shoving. And would you have gone into that corridor?
Yeah.
Would you?
1000%. I have a dog in every fight. Like, I'm not.
I am the age where I might have been like, I think that seems like a them problem.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like a part of it is
Something. What are the friends trying to do? Who are they trying to help? Because nobody's really trying to help Jessie.
they're trying to help us, the viewer.
Oh yeah, I mean they're doing great work there. Good ensemble work. Strong ensemble work. I mean, Zach alone, like the falling over, like he could have been pushed and entirely have remained standing and not handed into Brittany. But Kristen, grab that.
What's everything? It was just like, what are you doing at this point?
Like, and the hand is still so camp.
Oh,
but I love the way they're like, you're sitting around a table and like there's other people talking. Like it's hard, like the people are speaking across each other. Like, oh no, terrible. The way, but I think Danny, even though I've mocked him ruthlessly, and Nia are my favorites.
Oh, 1000%.
Like when they went to that event and he like got out and she was like, "Do I look okay?" and he just stared at her tits and went, "Yeah, you look great."
Like they genuinely love each other. They still like each other.
And like when she was like having her like moment and like breastfeeding on the bed and saying like, "I'm not coping and I'm trying and it's really horrible," and I was like, he said all the right things, didn't he? He was like, "You're great and I'm here and you're fucking brilliant."
Yeah, he did. I don't even think like Jason and Janet like each other.
Jason and Janet don't know what is going to hit them.
No, I don't think they're.
Like, they're coasting and they're fine.
I think she saw a comfortable life.
Yeah.
A man she can control.
Oh, yeah.
Manipulate.
We can all see the appeal of Jason.
Yeah, but besides the physical attributes, like
he's like pliable and chill and has a good job.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, it's fine. Yeah, like everybody was like,
do you know what? Actually, now I've said this all out loud and I thought about it. This is what everyone thought about my husband, and they don't know.
I wouldn't be surprised if he's the sort of person who thinks that you should iron his socks.
Yeah,
no, Jason, not Mike. Jason, not Mike. Yeah. I don't think about Mike's socks. Seems too intimate.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, people think that he's really like, I'm the aggressor, that I'm like the harsh one, I'm the hard one to live with. When actually, it's not that way at all. Like, I am, but like, there's like
so is he?
There's a different side. So I'm thinking, like you say, like there's a side to Jason.
I think he likes all his little ducks in a row.
And he expects that because his mum took care of him, right?
Oh, yeah.
So he expects his wife to take care.
Yeah, he wants dinner and it's going to be nice. Whereas, like, if I boil pasta, my husband's amazed. Even though he cooks nice food 90% of the time.
You make an effort once a week.
Sometimes I do try and cook.
Yeah.
I'm good at other things.
I hear.
Came up again this week, the swallowing, didn't it?
With who?
On Vanderpump, didn't it?
I don't know. Still not happening. Not
amazing. I didn't realise I was such a fucking unicorn.
Oh, well, you are all the things that all the people...
Just to one person.
Yeah, sorry. I didn't mean that.
Right, okay, Vanderpump. So
Sheena is shooting a music video.
Oh, good God.
In Kyle Chan's jewelry shop. With which he's preparing for his whiskey launch. And it all...
The Venn diagram of the things is so complicated. It's gold, and it's with gold, and it's jewelry. It was the whiskey. I was like, oh, okay, let's...
And then there's apples.
Yep, it's... Yes.
And Love Around Black.
Yes.
Right?
That song, though.
I don't like the emo version still. I still don't like the emo version. I can't.
What, Good as Gold?
Yeah.
I think the only saving grace is that then there's that Apple song.
Have you heard our other songs?
No.
Yeah, they're awful.
They might be awful, but are they awful in a way that's like fully aggressively attacking your friend?
No, they're just really sad and
bad.
Pathetic. Yeah, they're just sad and pathetic, actually.
But then I think it's such an interesting parallel, isn't it? Because Sandoval would throw you under the bus in an instant if he could work out how to write a song. or pay someone to write him a song. Like he's just furious because she's doing what he wants to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, what a nightmare.
But then like the Rochelle podcast of it all is like the underlying storyline of this episode, right? So it's like every single person in the cast is upset by whatever Rochelle has said.
Yeah,
so
James is upset.
James is upset because
James needs to stop being upset. It's not helping.
I think James is upset because he genuinely believed that he was a piece of shit, and Rochelle left him because he was a piece of shit and he did something wrong, and that was what was wrong with their relationship, and she never loved him. And now he's finding out that actually she did love him, and it could have worked out if maybe some things had changed. And I think that's why he's so upset. I don't think he's upset for any other reason. I think he's upset because he's now put together that, oh, maybe I am okay. He walks around like the big cock of the walk, arrogant as fuck, has all that, like, so non-English. Like, we can't relate to that. Like, it's bizarre.
That's it. That's entirely right. I find him very unrelatable.
Yeah, he's right? Considering the fact he's black proper. He's like a Londoner. Like, it's weird. But I think he is very insecure and very unassuming of his inner talents and thoughts, like an English person. So someone break up with him and do all that feeds into his insecurities. But now having this other side where she's like, actually, he was quite great, and actually he was this, and actually I quite loved him, and I did. And he's like, oh, wait, hold on. So now he's like getting a bit big. Like, I don't know. It's like a weird.
It is. It's like a weird framing of it. Yeah, he doesn't know how to react. He doesn't know how to be like appropriate with Ali about Rochelle. And there is no like playbook for how to be appropriate about that.
No, but Ali's not in this.
No, she gives
in the face.
No shits.
Ali doesn't love James.
And
let's be very clear.
But if he talks, I think he realizes that when he talks about Rochelle, the fact that she gives no shits really highlights that she doesn't care about him. So that's also uncomfortable.
I felt really, I know we're just skipping ahead, but I felt really uncomfortable and off, like my ovaries shriveled on behalf of James when he was like,
we should have kids. And she was like, absolutely no. Also, they don't even sleep in the same fucking bed.
Yeah, I know, but how many marriages of people do we know that don't sleep in the same bed?
Not before they have kids.
Fair. But
not because they've got a fucking labradoodle.
It's just insane to me that he keeps getting used by this woman and he can't see it.
It's because it's because he thinks that like he's like, I'm just doing the things in the right order. And he doesn't realize that that's like playing pretend. Like, you can't just be like, I have a girlfriend, I have a dog, and I have a baby. It's like, it doesn't work like that. You have to actively, you can't just line those things up.
You have to be a participant.
Yeah, or like, it has to be right. Like, sometimes it's just not right. It's nobody's fault. But you're not guaranteed those things just by lining that stuff up in the right order.
What? What are you saying?
Like, it doesn't just work because you're the right age.
Please. Have you met any of these self-entitled assholes that we call reality TV stars?
No. I know.
By this behaviour. Come on now.
Oh, we see James go and see Tom rehearsing with his band wearing the dipped out t-shirt.
When I say the best 2 minutes and 35 seconds of reality TV of all time. All time.
It's a lot.
James came, he destroyed, he dropped his mic and left. That's what happened. And he started off so, like, and that's the thing about Tom Sandoval. He antagonizes the situation.
Oh, yes.
But he can't finish it.
No.
And then he plays the victim when he can't finish it. So he came in hot. James came in and was like, she said that she didn't love me and she did all this and she didn't blah, blah, blah. And then James said, yeah, but babe, mate, she also said this. She also said that. So don't like read too much.
Just a liar.
And then Tom comes in hot at James. And James is just like, nah, bruv.
Fine. Fuck you, man.
Let's go. Then said what he had to say. And like mic dropped and walked out. And then Tom's like, go press some fucking buttons on your keyboard. Like, shut up. First of all, Jack said that first. So you should be embarrassed that you're recycling the Jack's line. And second of all, really, your band is shit. Let's be clear.
But also, you're fine. Okay, I will go and press some buttons on my laptop and get paid for it. You're paying 15 fucking people to be in your brass section. Like, who's taking the piss out of who here? Calm down.
Everything Jack was just,
yeah,
chef's kiss.
It's too much, isn't it? Tom's band is too embarrassing. Like, it's too embarrassing to look at.
Oh.
And I live in a house where people openly shit in front of me.
Yeah. But then it's the sperm party.
And which is, I mean, what a hoot. I love that they actually had binders.
I want to play pin the vagina, the sperm in
the vagina. Why not?
Where's it supposed to go?
That is the question, right?
Like, does it start in like the middle section and then it floats up by itself?
What do you mean by the middle section?
Yeah.
So you got the bit where the dick goes.
Yeah, and then there's
the, oh god, we're gonna get so told off for this. Then there's the actual like uterus.
But the sperm goes in there and then goes up the fallopian tube.
No, that's bad. It's bad if it goes in the fallopian tube. It goes in the wall.
The eggs.
So you got the vagina, and then you got the womb, which is the triangle, and it just embeds in the wall there.
Yeah, so the sperm goes in there at the same time as the fallopian tube pops out an egg.
Yes.
And then they both land in there.
Yeah, and then they get in the wall.
And they get in the wall.
And getting in the wall is crucial. Yeah.
Okay.
Box into the wall.
Okay.
And then how have we been allowed to have children?
Listen, I know what all the vital parts are. I know where the clitoris is. I know where the G-spot is. I know where I pee from. I don't think I need anything else.
That's fine.
We knew where the egg came from. We just didn't know how the sperm got there.
We knew. I am a bit kind of fuzzy about the like consistency of the cervix. Because that's like a sphincter, right? But the sperm can get through there. God, this is awful. This conversation is awful. It's so embarrassing that we don't know.
When we need to do better, we have daughters.
We do need to do better.
Like, let's learn. Let's make a conscious. Me and you, let's take a course. Let's do something.
We can do GCSE sex. Sure. Yeah. Cool. Good.
Well, no, it wasn't in GCSE sex, because I would remember that. But anyway, so have the sperm pie. They picked the donor. Meanwhile, Ali
and Katie have a chat because she says like you seem really miserable, which is entirely accurate.
Was what Lala said. She
used unhappy, which is sort of shaped. It's like a version of miserable, but it's better. Like unhappy is like something that happens to you. I think
you're reaching.
Yeah. Oh no, and I think it's true. I think Katie is miserable, and I think she loves being miserable. So I don't really see what the.
But you've said this before. This isn't news.
No, exactly.
And I'm obsessed with miserable Katie, but I'm obsessed with aware that she's miserable Katie.
Yeah,
the previous Katie was unaware of the fact that she was miserable, and that became toxic.
Yeah,
but this whole situation. Breath of fresh air.
Okay. Okay, sure.
Anyway.
Then so synced in with that is Tom and Tom talking about how Tom should move in with Tom. Well, he eats like a bucket of melon.
Just.
Do you know my favorite part of this scene?
What?
Maya.
Just
The
on the
dog,
couch.
the dog is looking directly into the camera like, this is a bad idea, man. Like, that dog is breaking the fourth wall. The dog is like, no, we all know this is a bad plan.
But how much would you watch that TV show if they're living together?
I just think if somebody who will eat physical wooden skewers is looking at you, telling you it's a bad idea, and is a dog, you should heed. Like, Tom Schwartz cannot help himself, can he? Like, he's so in love with Sandoval. He's sitting there and he's like, no, I don't want to do it. And yet it's still happening to him.
Yeah.
The dog's like, dude, no.
It's like Ariana said, it's the most expensive romance.
Yeah,
And he's
absolutely. Yeah. I liked Lisa's throwaway line of like, I had more fun conceiving your baby than I did my own. It's so lady.
I love Lisa so much. But yeah, so that's when we get into the whole Ali telling James that she's not really into kids. Like, that's like the next day or whatever. And we felt bad for him. And then it's the Tom brunch.
Oh, yeah.
And then Lala and Ali get into it over what Ali said to Katie.
Because she says she's not miserable. And I'm like, I can test this.
Yeah. And then they all cry because they want to spend more time together and they love each other. But they love each other. No, it's just so hard to do it. And it's just so much.
Yeah, I have all the time in the world. Like, that's why you're so fucking miserable, mate. It's insane. I'd love some time.
Yeah.
And then Sheena's like, so have you heard my song, Tom, where I talk about how you're a dickhead? And he's like, I can't deal with this. And then he has to go and get his tote bag and leave.
Why so much luggage for brunch?
Why so much?
Why?
What was the plan?
Yeah, I don't know.
Then we move on to the next episode where Jax goes to James's house, which is like imperceivable to me. Because they're going to do what? What are they going to do?
They're having a brunch. So he does an event at called See You Next Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's doing a brunch, I think. And
yes. And then I thought maybe I should actually listen to James. Like, does he like, I know he's a DJ. Does he like, I don't know, should I listen? Should I listen to something? Is it good? Is he good?
I've heard some of his stuff. And in a club, I'm shacking out to it. Like, I'm getting into it. It's okay. It's not something I would have on my playlist on rotation.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I have like garage, jungle, drum and bass, and it's kind of like that housey in that kind of vibe, but it's not something that I would have on my playlist, whereas I'd have the rest of them on my playlist. But if I was in a club and I heard his stuff come on, I would react to it, or I would go and see him. Like, if he was playing a club in London, I'd go see it. Like, I'd go. Like, it's going to be a good night.
For all these fucking pop stars in the like Real Housewives universe, like that is his like income.
1000%, and he's a good DJ. He's a good DJ.
Like, I think he's up there in the Bravo universe of people who are actually making it. Like, he's not Candy, but like people who are making their money through music.
Yeah,
I think it's a good part of his income.
1000%, yeah.
So good for him. Then Brittany and Sheena have a bit of a like bitch about their husbands, and Sheena obviously makes it all about her. In a way that I was
going to cheat on her with Lala because someone else said it.
I mean, how is it?
I mean, to be fair, Lala's more attractive, so I get it. But
I mean, she looks like she'd do stuff that Sheena won't do.
That's everything. Leave your child with a nanny. Go out, have fun.
So Sheena in that like no, Lala says she doesn't swallow in the fucking jizz pie.
Oh yeah, she does. Yeah, but she'll never let a man come first.
No, very clear. You cannot let her. I mean, it's good advice.
That is. I know we're really bad at teaching our children, our daughters, where all the stuff is, but I will tell you something. That's one of the first lessons I will teach that bitch. You never let a man come first.
And they're in Sheena and Brock's like whatever it is, anniversary dinner, but you get like a drink that comes with a boombox.
Oh, have you not? But even if you've seen the
gin and juice. I
restaurant before,
can't. It's too much.
it's the same one that they always go to in Miami when the Housewives go to
I
Miami.
I can't handle the level of props. But anyway, I felt like Sheena seemed really keen to like shove some shit up Brooke's ass.
Yeah, he wasn't into it that night.
No, she was like,
Just that night.
"Eyes," and he was like, "Oh, good God."
Yeah, because he didn't want her to say it on camera. You know, like
Yeah,
I said, they need to have a reality show where they don't know they're being filmed.
yeah.
And
I
we
mean,
get some...
potentially they already do have that. The line is blurry, isn't it?
Yeah.
So they have that conversation, don't they, where he's like disappointed in him. He has that conversation with his mate.
Yeah.
Where he's like disappointed in himself because he's not the breadwinner and there's not the gyms or whatever he wants to do, and he doesn't know what he's doing in his life.
Yeah.
And then they want to have, and again, they want to have a nanny, but she doesn't trust the nanny because she thinks he'll fuck the nanny. I was like, just get a male nanny.
Sheena is scared that he will fuck the nanny. I don't understand. Like you said,
okay, no, that's true.
Like,
yes.
what is it you're...
But yeah, she just like, oh, she has to stop. Like, yeah, it's not really. I feel bad for him. It's not fair that she's like, you have to look after the kid. I see that it's not fair that all the responsibility. Yeah.
Then that's not cool. Absolutely not cool.
Like, if you're not prepared to let your kid be with anyone else, it's not fair that you get to go out and be your own person and he doesn't.
Yeah. And he doesn't.
But equally, we all have to have realistic conversations about who is going to make money and who's actually paying the bills and who's just got an idea. Because Brooke doesn't have a plan to make money at this point.
Yeah, like, don't go spending my money on a nanny if you're not going to be making...
If you're not having a job, yeah.
Like, I don't mind if you're going to do it for like a year or 2 years.
We're building something, we're trying something, this is your passion and we're trying it, it might not work out. But if you don't know what the fuck you're doing...
Yeah.
And I appreciate it's really hard to get an idea on what the fuck you're going to do if you're with a 2-year-old all the time. It's basically impossible.
And especially a 2-year-old that came out of Sheena, so she's self-centered as fuck.
It's a lot.
Yeah, she just wants attention all the time.
But I felt bad for Brittany. She is really cute. I just feel bad for Brittany, though, because she was like... She just got Sheena, didn't she? And I was like, no, her husband's like a real dickhead. And like, she's
an actual dickhead, yeah.
Yeah, like I don't think Brock is a dick to Sheena.
No, I think Brock... And actually...
And I think he says, like, you need to get help and let me help you get help. And she's like, no.
Yeah. And I actually think at one point I looked at Brock and I was like, you're actually like weirdly attractive. I think it was when, after he cried because he's a shit father to his first 2 kids on their anniversary dinner, there was like a look in his eye and I was like, oh, I can see why Sheena sits on your face.
I can, like, it's not my aesthetic, but a lot of people like that, like big beefcake vibe.
I just always assume he has a small penis.
Yeah, because of all the roids.
It's like Rock. The Rock, there's nothing about The Rock that I don't find attractive personality-wise. There's something very, he does it. Personality, everything about him. But I just can't help but think that he is not going to be able to, he's going to be able to throw me about the room.
But that's it. But literally.
But that is it.
Yeah.
I'm not getting the penetration that I require.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think you're wrong. I think it's an anabolic steroid vibe, isn't it?
Yeah, some weird about it. Yeah.
Yeah. Then Tom and Katie go for a milkshake.
The sexual tension between them two,
I mean, I would watch it all day long.
Is insane. Why did they not have this when they were together?
No. Is it the Tory of it? Is it just someone else of it? Is it just because it's like not allowed now? What is it? I like it.
I think because he's trying. He never tried before.
Maybe.
He just assumed that she was always going to be there and that was always going to be the thing. And he's trying and she no longer gives a fuck. So this is weird. Like,
I like it. I like how
I really want them to have sex. Just one time.
With a camera.
Oh, 1000%, yes.
Yeah.
Put on OnlyFans, I'll subscribe.
Yeah. Then Tom and Tom go in the weird old car to get the dog tattoos.
Okay. Wash your mouth out. Wash your mouth out with soap. Because that was a Ford Escort convertible.
That car had a tape deck.
That car was everything. I am massively into cars. And there are certain old cars that I would have.
Yeast infection off a car.
But there were certain old cars that I would have, and a Ford Escort convertible is one of them, and like a Renault Turbo 5 is another one, and like the old original Mini was another one, and a Golf. Ooh, what version of a Golf?
I mean, it doesn't matter. I don't know.
Okay, fine. But like there's certain cars I would have, and that was one of them. And I would have, when I was like 17, I would have done anything to anyone inside one of those cars.
Good. And that's what those middle-aged men are banking on.
Yeah, not now. I've got more class than that.
No, but there's still 17-year-olds.
Yeah, but no one loves that car at 17 nowadays.
Yeah, but Tom and Tom don't know that.
No, fair.
They're thinking, when we were 17, girls would give you a blowjob if you had this car. And that's what they're driving around hoping for.
The tattoo, though. How are you feeling about a man that has 2 dogs tattoos on his shoulder? Like, what would you do if you saw that? To be fair, you don't really have to see it, do you?
I think you know.
But like in any kind of like sexual way.
Yeah, but I feel like I knew it was there before he had the tattoo. Do you know what I mean? Like it was under the skin, it was just waiting to come out.
Yeah, fair.
Also, like, oh, time on.
It's the way he just lays on the ground.
Oh, it's too perfect. Because you know he'd have been so upset about it.
Yeah.
Because he's really, like, he thinks
what people think.
Yeah, he thinks he's suave.
Yeah.
That's what's so funny about him, that he thinks he's suave. So it's brilliant. Absolutely loved it. I don't even think it's a particularly good tattoo. And then, like, immediately he was out in, like, a fucking crochet top and he didn't have it, like, covered up. Like, he's not looking after it. What a dick.
No, not once.
Then we find out that Ali and James sleep in different rooms and he won't go
to the wedding
anywhere because he'll have to leave the dog. It's insane. That's insane.
It's a tough one though, isn't it? No, I know how you feel about dogs though, so I don't even know why.
I love dogs. I just think
no, because you don't think that dogs should be treated the same way as people. And
I don't think that
they do.
But I think also James has enough people who've stuck by him through enough shit that he just approaches it wrong, doesn't he? If he said to Katie or Lala or Sheena or Brock, I can't leave the dog, I'm really anxious about it, I'm not comfortable, will you look after the dog, or will you come with me to wherever the fuck we're going and sit in the hotel room with the dog? They would all say yes.
All right, fair. I'll give you that.
They would all babysit the dog.
Yeah.
So it's not just about the dog, it's also about not showing up for Ali.
Yeah, it's mainly about not showing up for Ali.
It's prioritising the dog over Ali.
Yeah.
Like, he could ask Lisa to look after it for 4 days.
Lisa would, yeah.
Lisa would look after it in, like, a heartbeat, and it would live in, like, the fucking, pantheon of dogs' homes. It would
but the thing is, if you send your dog to Lisa Vanderpump, it's not coming home.
It'll never come back to your house. It'll be like, I'm friends with a fucking pony and a swan. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Been hearing caviar.
And then it's the brunch.
It is. Jack says he's not a gossiper, which is so ironic.
But my favourite part is seeing Guillermo. I haven't seen Guillermo in years.
I haven't seen him in ages.
Actually, it's not been years. It's been since like Rochelle happened. But
it's been a while. But we did see him again, so that was nice because some people have really gone. Peter's gone.
No, I don't think he's gone.
But he's not filmed.
He's not filmed.
Anymore.
Yeah.
Then we have a little Spice Girls reference, which came at a really good time, didn't it? Because it's been Victoria Beckham's 50th
birthday. Yeah. I don't think any of them fit any of the descriptions of the Spice Girls that they are taking, but I will just move on from that. And also, as well, you can't call yourself a Spice Girl if you don't have an English accent. I'm sorry. Let us have one thing. Just
this is our only thing.
This is our only thing. And Lisa and Jax get into it, which I thought was brilliant. It was great to see. She just
superfluous.
She gathered him all the way to gather her bitches. She gathered him all the way together, and he didn't know how to respond to it.
No, he is not smart.
No, he's not. And why would you bite the hand that feeds you?
It's that, isn't it? Like, and he's like, I'm not scared of her. I'm not impressed by her just because she's like a.
You're terrified, and you're very much impressed.
And like, you would love to be compared to Lisa Vanderpump. You're not being compared to Lisa Vanderpump, but that would be your best day ever.
Yeah.
And believe me when I say she is not concerned about you.
I think he thinks that she only has like a couple of more £1,000 in her bank account than he does. Like,
I think he thinks he can threaten her. Like business-wise, like, I could tussle you off the top spot. And it's like,
I have a bar now.
No, love. Yeah. Wolf is open. That didn't take 7 years, did it?
No, it did not.
We saw that being in construction 3 months ago, and that is fully fucking open and booked. You can't.
Yeah. And then they go back to James's house for a pool party.
They do. God, it's sad.
And Jax just keeps saying how he's a dad.
I'm a dad. And James keeps crying because he's got a dog.
And it's fantastic.
And Katie's like, I don't like you.
Yeah.
I just love the idea of saying out loud, like, I don't like you.
Have you never said that to anyone before?
No, I
it's
think
a great feeling.
My face makes it significantly clear enough that people don't have to get close enough to
you. Don't have to ask. Yeah. Yeah.
And then she's like, Rock, we have to go home and do bedtime while he's in like a fucking dinghy.
At 9 p.m. though. 9
p.m. for a 2-year-old?
That doesn't seem normal.
This is your fucking issue with childcare.
No, but this is also why you guys aren't having sex.
Because your kid is awake all night. No,
you need that solid time from like 7, half 7 until 9 o'clock to make sure they're in a deep REM cycle. So you can be as loud and as obnoxious as you need to be in the bedroom to keep it spicy.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
It's, completely.
Oh, these amateurs. And then Sheena and Tom get into it, and
he calls her a mistress, the other woman.
But I think Brock handled that perfectly.
He did very well.
Response would have had people questioning whether or not that was a legit thing that Tom said. But him turning around and saying she was in her 20s, you were 40.
It was very good.
The perfect way to handle it.
Brock's no angel, is he? He did really well. But she's just like ignited, isn't she? I love it. He said she was walking away and he said it and she just like whipped back. It was like she was possessed.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. And then she left and that was the end of the episode.
Yeah.
Upset.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, everyone's upset. No.
Valley's giving. Vanderpump Rules is giving.
And Claude and Ariana are fine. They're fine.
Yeah. She was weirdly okay with moving into the house.
Move into my house. It will bankrupt you.
I'm good with that.
I don't care as long as I get my money, because now they've agreed that they're going to sell. Like, she's, I don't know, there's some traction. She's getting the fuck out of there.
Yeah, she's out.
Good for her.
Yes.
But yes, what do you, people are a bit disappointed in Vanderpump, aren't they? Are you feeling like I'm having a great time personally.
I think Vanderpump's it was a full season of real emotions, and I think that's what people are struggling to understand. It wasn't orchestrated drama.
Okay.
It's real emotions. It was filmed within 3 months of
within
being filmed of the last thing. So you're going to see a peak and a trough of complete emotions, and I think we're at a part where it's about to hit a peak, and I think it's going to explode. Because we are dealing with the fallout of a real, actual situation where we captured it. So I think people aren't giving it time to like
Okay.
have a real. People complaining that TV's not real anymore. We're not getting the real stuff. Comparing stuff to the old original Housewives, fine, but we're going back that way, and you're still unhappy. So shut the fuck up.
So shut the fuck up.
Give it a minute. Like Jesus.
I think it's good. I think the Valley is giving all the extra. So
what's making me really sad is I think Jax Taylor is the key to all of it. The best episode of Vanderpump Rules so far, Jax was in it.
But he didn't propel any story.
No, but he created enough friction and drama for other people to start their own friction and drama for it to propel the whole
He does get everyone's back up, doesn't it?
Everyone was like on a 10 because Jax Taylor was in.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Do you know what I mean?
Always such dickhead.
Oh, but he's great TV, isn't he?
It is, but then he's almost self-aware now. It's like he's like aware of the Matrix. Like, I'm such a nightmare. It's actually making my life harder and it's making me stressed out. But me being a terrible stress ed is also like the only way I make money, by being like a complete dick.
Yeah. Like, I don't know what they think their lifestyle is going to be like. Do they all truly believe they're going to keep this money forever?
Yeah. They're like, I'm going to be famous for being a 20-something-year-old bartender for the rest of my life.
You've got £4 million mortgages on salaries that you're 20 grand a month mortgage. Like, what are you doing?
They don't know.
Jesus.
I mean, who of us know what we're doing?
No, but at least buy like a £500,000 house or.
Oh yeah. No, I don't know what I'm doing in my life in general, but like I've definitely not overstretched financially.
No, but like buy it in cash, and then if you accrue,
flip it. Yeah, isn't that like how people make money?
Like, give it a couple of years. Like, live modestly. Like, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah, and that's why Jesse and Michelle are truly evil, because they are really rich.
Yeah.
Because they're estate agents, and I think estate agents might be the most evil.
Yeah. No, obviously. Anyway, that's no fault.
Good. As long as we all know.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for listening, guys. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, follow, share,
chat.
Right?
You know, all that seems like most of the things. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll speak to you all soon.
Take care.
Thanks all. Bye.
Bye.